Hello, this is Doug Hunter from the corporate marketing team, and this is my whiteboard chat on content and context marketing. Now, in a previous whiteboard chat, we talked about the lead to revenue funnel. We draw people all the way down from just being a prospect driving by, all the way down to a customer who's actually giving us revenue. So how do we do that? There's many things involved in that. And content and context marketing are two ways that we do that. Now, there's been a fundamental change in how marketing works in the relationship between marketing and the customer. In the old days, if you had a customer with some money to spend, someone like Gladys would go and make an ad, and make it a bright, shiny ad, and try and push that in front of the customer to get them to engage. Well, so many people are seeing so many ads, they don't really pay attention to ads anymore. So there's been a shift with the customers going and looking for information. They're going looking for solutions to their problem. So it becomes critical to put content in front of them. So the model nowadays is you have the customer who's got the money, and they are reaching out to different channels, different platforms, and different vendors, whether it's Lattice, Altera, Xilinx, or Kisa, and they're reaching across different platforms as well. And so what we have to do is we have to have content on each and every one of those platforms in order to get the customer interested enough to come and take a deeper look at us and to build a relationship with us and come down that lead to revenue funnel. So when we say content, what types of things do we talk about? Well, at the top of the funnel, you have things like infographics and brochures. Those are just very informational. They're an introduction. They're a hi, get to know you type of asset. As people move down the funnel, you get into assets like videos and white papers. They give more information. They're more technical. They're deeper. The customer is starting to show a little bit more commitment in order to behave at that level. Then you get down to things like data sheets and software tutorials. And those, again, are things where the customer is farther and farther down in their decision-making process. If you're looking at a data sheet, if you've downloaded Lattice Diamond and installed it, you're a very committed person. But the common theme across all of this is we have put content out there that helps the customer understand how we solve their problem, how we help them fix the challenges that they're facing. Now, just putting content out there on something like a web page isn't enough. You have to put it there in the right context. And context is a three-way problem of stage, market, and place. So earlier with stage, I talked about people at different parts or different sections of the design funnel. So somebody who is early on in their design will be looking at things like infographics and brochures. As they get farther down the funnel, they'll be looking at things like videos and white papers. And then finally, at the bottom of the funnel, they'll be looking at things like data sheets and software tutorials. So it becomes key to put that content in front of the customer at the right place. So we need to do things like track their behavior on the website and present them different advertising and content based on where we perceive they are in the funnel. The second dimension is market. Because someone who's in the consumer market designing a smartphone has very, very different problems than someone who's in the communications market trying to do a wireless backhaul system. So we have to perceive which market they're in and then tailor the content to fit that. So for example, with our white papers, we have white papers about automotive. We have white papers about smartphones. We have white papers about many of our different end markets and our different products. And so our goal is to have content which is relevant to people's market at their stage in the buying process. Then the final dimension in context marketing is place. Not everybody comes to Lattice's website, so we have to go off our website and place our articles and our white papers in things like the trade press. Or we need to take out advertising with Google AdWords or Baidu AdWords in order to reach people when they do searches. Or we go on social media because many people on their way into work will sit there on their social media platforms. We need to be there for them and have content that they can interact with on that particular medium or channel. So again, to summarize, the model has fundamentally changed. No longer are we pushing bright, pushy, flashy ads towards the customer. They're coming back looking for information. They're coming looking for content. So Lattice has to deliver a wide variety of content, and then we have to deliver that content in a manner which is stage appropriate, market appropriate, and place appropriate. We'll talk more in future White Talks about how we do that mechanically. This has been Doug Hunter. This has been my whiteboard chat on content and context marketing.
you.